Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my 37-week pregnancy update. So I'm looking super cash. I'm wearing like a really baggy cardigan and really comfy leggings, so apologies, but I'm just getting to that stage where when I'm in the house, like when I go out and about, I still like try and put jeans on and a nice top, whatever, but when I'm in the house I just want to be really nice and comfy and cozy, so that's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, that's probably my first biggest symptom this week, is just being a lot more uncomfortable. I know I've mentioned it the past couple of weeks as well, but I'm getting a lot of bump pain now, especially first thing in the morning when I wake up, and then last thing at night. I get like full on searing, like hot pain to the point where I'm like, oh god, is that a contraction? But I think it's more down to, this is a bit gross, but when you really need to pee and you maybe like put it off, or obviously when you're sleeping and you need to pee and whatever, and then I think it maybe has something to do with my bladder getting properly pressed, and I just get this really hot pain, and I think that it's like a weird bump pain, but it might actually be bladder pain, I don't know. But yeah, it's just really uncomfortable, and even just sitting right now I am a lot more uncomfortable, and baby's just changing its mind on where it wants to be all the time. I'm pretty sure it's still head down. I wouldn't know because I haven't had a midwife appointment in 4 weeks now, 3-4 weeks anyway. So baby I think is still head down, but its bum's like here now as opposed to being here. It used to be here, it used to be kicking me kind of up here, but now it's gone kind of diagonally. It's obviously not got enough room, and its bum sticks out here, and I get kicks up in here, which is a little bit sore, but it's good to know it's still clearly the right way around, so that's good. I've also been getting a lot of heartburn this week, which I've not really had that much of this pregnancy. I barely had any with Isla, and then I think I've had sort of little bits and bobs of heartburn a bit earlier on, but this has been to the point where I'll yawn and like acid will come into my mouth, and I'm like ugh. And I don't suffer from heartburn when I'm not pregnant, so I don't really take Rennies or anything like that. So my brother found me some Rennies and they helped a little bit, but I found more like eating bread or drinking a bit of milk seemed to help me a little bit more. But it's sore, like I can feel it now, it's just here, and yeah, it's really horrible. It seems to be brought on by things like fruit and tomatoes and cups of tea, bizarrely. I'm also getting a lot of cramp again, so I'm getting a lot of cramp in my shins and down more my right leg than my left leg actually, and then in my groin, which is really bizarre, like kind of around all my muscles around my pelvis and that. So that is a little bit sore, but it's not the kind of cramp that you have to really stretch out like it used to be, and it doesn't hang around for as long as it used to, so that's good. It's more just like little bursts of cramp. But I'm still loving being pregnant, I'm still loving my bump, I'm trying to take as many photos as possible. I'm probably spamming the life out of Instagram at the moment, but I'm just conscious that if we do have a third child, which I hope we will, it won't be for quite a long time, so I'm not going to be pregnant for quite a while after this, so I'm just trying to make the most of it. And talking about that, I had a little cheeky maternity shoot with a lovely girl, a friend of a friend, who's an amazing photographer up here, and I'd already had her booked in to do our newborn shot, and then I think I mentioned on one of my social medias about how I hadn't found a photographer down south in England that could do the type of photos I was looking for maternity wise, because they were all just a bit floaty and just not really me. I wanted quite minimalistic and white and just, yeah, bump. So she invited me over for a little shoot, so I was there for a couple of hours and got the nicest. She sent me like through a few sort of sneaky peeks, and I put a few of them on Instagram, and I'm so happy I did it. I absolutely love them. I was so nervous about it, I was really nervous, but she's just the nicest person ever, and I'm so excited for her to do my newborn photos as well. So I'll pop a couple of them up there just now, but I didn't really like vlog it or film it. I did a day in the life that day, which isn't up yet, but I was just too busy chatting with her and getting my bump out and getting my photo taken. So that was lovely, and it'd be really nice to share them with Robert as well, because obviously he's not watched this bump grow, and he's not really, don't worry, I'm not going to cry about it this week, he's not really seeing a lot of it because we can't really video call that much, and when we get WhatsApp, the connection is usually quite bad, and emails, I'm not going to be sending through emails on a military email address of me like taking photos of my bump. I mean, he can get on my social media every now and again, so I guess he sees some of them, but I just thought it'd be really nice for him as well. And what else has been going on? Yeah, still haven't seen a midwife. Tried phoning the certain practice up here that I won't name, but I think a few people who are from here have guessed where I live and what practice it is, and have said that they're quite renowned for being really terrible. Tried phoning, left I think the midwife now has 4 messages from me, maybe 4 or 5, saying that she's going to phone back, and she never does. So I've kind of given up. I've got an appointment next Wednesday when I'll pretty much be 38 weeks, and then I'll just go from there and see what happens. But we're going up north tonight for the weekend, so I'm taking my hospital bag with me just in case. So on to baby. So baby is 48.6 centimeters long and roughly 2,859 grams, which is kind of sick, 6.5 pounds. Oh, I really hope this one doesn't go as big as Isla was. She was 8 pounds 11. So growth is slowing down from this week, and baby is now focusing its attention on practicing for life after birth. Baby is nice and plump now apparently, and won't, that's a really strange word, plump, and wouldn't require an incubator if they were to be born now. The lungs are fully developed, so they would be able to function on their own as well if baby was born just now, so no steroid injections or anything. And it's saying that most babies are head down by now. I already know this one's been head down for a while, but Isla didn't turn until 37 weeks, I think it was 36, 37 weeks. So yeah, that's right now. So let's have a quick look at Bump. These leggings, by the way, are super comfortable if you're after any maternity leggings. They're by a brand called Leshy Lamb on Instagram, and we were sent a pair. I got a pair and Isla got a pair matching, and they have like the full-on Bump band, but they're literally the comfiest things I've worn in ages. So here is Bump. I am feeling, I have that whole look where you have your vest on and you look like you've shoved a basketball or a football or something up your top now. But again, still kind of the same shape, nothing's changed, nothing's moved down or anything. So yeah, just kind of going along nicely. And from the front, sorry for changing around angles, I haven't quite figured out the lighting in my parents' house yet. And the other side. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next week for week 38. Bye! It's by a brand called Maternity. Again, I'll pop the link below, but how gorgeous is that? I love this bit around it.